the previous videos, we've shown you how to add podcast or video. Either one uses RSS feeds. We've shown you how to add those feeds, how to find those feeds and add them. The same thing with photos. And then we've shown you how to just recently add content to sections like the directories, and in both cases where you put your photos. And so some of you may be chomping on the bit right now saying, hey, listen, I got my content in and I want to start publishing. I want to get my app. Well, the first thing we suggest you do is you just start at the top by knowing exactly what you care about and walk through by clicking on each one to see. This will give you the list of all the content that you have in place. So every time you click here, you can see what kind of content you've created. And if you've created content and it's all there and you're looking at it saying, yeah, this is right, this is what I wanted, then you know you're about ready to publish. And when you're ready to publish, step one is clicking on the link dashboard. Now, you'll see here we talked about entering things like your RSS, putting content in, and reviewing the content. So you're already at step number 4. And step number 4 is submitting the data to us. Now, when you submit that data to us, a lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes, right? We take all that data, we pull it all out of systems, we aggregate the data from those feeds that you were referencing to us, and we pull all that data together and then we load it into a mobile app. We produce or compile it in techno-speak, and then we send it off to the places where it needs to go be tested and evaluated before we get approved and it shows up in a store. So there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, which is why from the time you click the button in here, there's going to be a little bit of time you're not going to get an app literally in the next 20 minutes. But we do want to tell you what you have to do next. When you're at step 4 and it says submit the app to Roar, we want to show you where you do that. You want to look for mobile publisher, right? This mobile publisher is in your dashboard. So you start by clicking on the dashboard, and once you've clicked on the dashboard, when you come down to mobile publisher, it's either here below or you might have it here on the right side, depending on the width of your browser and how it's laid out. You're going to see, in order for you to publish your content to the mobile app, you need to click the publish button. It's really that simple. And here's the beautiful thing. Right after you click publish, if you decide, hey, you know what, I need to add some more information, etc., there's nothing that stops you from clicking publish again. And in fact, even after we've produced your application, if you want to add content, in fact, most of you will, and we recommend that you keep your app fresh by continually adding new information. Well, as you do that, you'll want to come back here and click publish. When you click publish, what's going to happen is we're going to run through and go get all that data. Right now, it'll say down here, we're generating the file for your site. Right? That's all you need to look for. Okay? It gives you a link so you can go see all our techno gobbledygook, but you don't need to worry about that. You just need to look for the fact that this happened. If you see it show up in yellow and it tells you that it's generating the file for your site, then you know you're good. And it's in our hands, and from that point, you go on to step 5. And that's sit back and relax while Roar does the rest.